Welcome to Orange Coast Unitarian Universalist Church. My name is Jolynn, and I am your worship associate today. I am joined by Wendy Karn, our Master of Divinity, our intern minister, and although today may be her last final bow in our pulpit, never fear, next week at the congregational meeting, we will be honoring her and her wonderful contributions to us and our spirits. So make sure you're here next week. I'm also joined by Steve Morihiro and Susan Shaw, our fabulous directors of music ministry, and Miss Danielle Lewis, our fabulous director of religious education for children and youth. We all welcome you this morning. Whether you have been here 30 years or 3, 10 months or 10 minutes, and whether you rolled and strolled and ran or danced in, we're glad that you've joined us this morning. I want to extend a special welcome to visitors. If you're seeking a spiritual home, we hope that you will find it here. We are a community of many different identities and beliefs. We are bound together not by dogmas, creeds, or fears, but rather a covenant to create a welcoming, inclusive, and loving community. We need not think alike to love alike. We are, and in the spirit of building this community, got all caught up with myself there. In the spirit of building this community, we'd like to recognize the many volunteers who have helped us put this service together today. Thank you. Roomers, we invite you to silence your cell phones, and Zoomers, we would love for you to say hello in the chat. As we worship today, let us acknowledge that our church property lies on the sacred ancestral homelands of the Ahachiman and Tongva peoples, who seek justice and responsible stewardship. And we begin our worship with the lighting of our chalice. This morning, I'd like to invite Wendy Karn to light our chalice. What can I say about you? Oh, I know. She's a theater girl, and I love that about her. And she has a lot of wonderful things to say to you today, and I defy you guys not to cry. Don't cry. We're going to keep together. And let us all say together, love is the spirit of this church, and service is its law, to dwell together in peace, to seek truth in love, and to help one another. This we affirm together.
Please rise and body your spirit as we sing our first song.
Let it be a dance we do. May I have this dance with you. Through the good times and the bad times too. Let it be a dance. Let a dancing song be heard. Play the music, say the words, and fill the sky with sailing birds. Let it be a dance. Let it be a dance. Let it be a dance. Learn to follow, learn to lead. Feel the rhythm, feel the need. To reap the harvest, plant the seed. Let it be a dance. Let it be a dance we do. May I have this dance with you. Through the good times and the bad times too. Let it be a dance. Everybody turn and sing. Let everybody learn to bend. And like a willow with the wind. Let it be a dance. Let it be a dance. Let it be a dance. A child is born, we all must die. A time for joy, a time to cry. Take it as it passes by. Let it be a dance. Let it be a dance we do. be a dance. Morning star comes out at night. Without the dark there is no light. If nothing's wrong, then nothing's right. Let it be a dance. Let it be a dance. Let it be a dance. Let the sunshine, let it rain. Share the laughter, bear the pain. And round we go again. Let it be a dance.
I really love that song. I hope that when you go home today, you find yourself sitting in your chair and you just dance in the chair. I'm just saying. I want you to know that you are loved beyond your wildest imaginations by the spirit of creation. Every bit of you is holy, even the embarrassing parts, even the thoughts you would not tell your best friend. Spirit is in your every cell, calling you to live a loving, joyful, boisterous life, to go easier on yourself, to accept that you are a blessing, to spread the word that there is no original sin, that we are all glorious gifts to the world, and the world desperately needs this. I want you to know that you are a strand in the web of all existence, one dew-dropped spangle thread reflecting the early morning sun, connected to every other living creature. Frogs, mushrooms, great blue whales, and you are there. You are never alone. You were born into a huge family of life. Sit in the grass and know that it is your sibling. Watch the crows circle and think of them as gossiping cousins. This is your world, and you are worthy.
There is always a light. When we are ready to see it, there is always a light. When we are ready to be it, to see the light, to be the light, to raise our eyes in the dark of night, to climb this hill, together we will. There is always a light in the dark. When we are ready to see it, there is always a light in the dark. When we are ready to be it, to see the light, to be the light, to raise our eyes in the dark of night, to climb this hill, together we will.
There is always
There is always a light.
There is always light.
When we are ready to see it,
There is always
there is always a light.
There is always light.
We are ready to be it, to see the light, to be the light, to raise our eyes in the dark of night, to climb this hill, together we will.
There is always
There is always light.
There is always light.
We are ready to see it.
There is always
There is always a light.
There is always
Now are you ready to be it? To see the light, to be the light, to raise our eyes in the dark of night, and be a climb this hill, together we will.
There is always
Shine
There is always
in the darkness.
There is always
Shine your
There is
light in the
always
darkness. Be the light.
So the story that I am sharing with you today came from a book that I received from the leader of the Certified Pastoral Education Unit that I took just before I came into this congregation. And I think it has a really beautiful message that perfectly suits this occasion. I've looked at it many times and been like, no, not today, not today. Well, today was my last chance, and as it turns out, it's perfect. There we go. Have you ever wondered why you are here? You are the only you there has ever been or ever will be. You have so much to offer. Maybe you will invent something that no one has ever seen before. Maybe you will build things that reach high into the sky. Your life is yours. Try as many things as you can. See as much as you can see. Wherever you go, take your hopes, pack your dreams, and never forget, it's on the journeys where discoveries are made. Maybe you will help others to see the joy in each day. Maybe you will lift cheering crowds onto their feet. Do everything with love. Follow your heart and see where it leads you. Maybe you are here to shine a light in dark places that have been dark for far too long. Maybe you will speak up for those who can't speak for themselves. Maybe you are here to help in ways that only you can. There will be struggles, there will be fears, and it won't always be easy. At times, you might feel really hard, and you might make a mess of things. You may fall down. You may fail. But you will also get back up, and you will rise a little stronger, a little taller, and maybe you are just getting started. What if you were only scratching the surface of what you could do and who you could be? What if you have talents you haven't even discovered yet? There's something powerful, even magical about you. Well, you already have everything it takes to do big things. Maybe you have no idea how good you really can be. And maybe you don't know how much you matter. One thing for sure, you are here, and because you are here, anything is possible. Thank you so much. I just want to say, maybe, just maybe, you will achieve your wildest dreams. I would like to invite Danielle Lewis up to light our children's chalice, and we'll sing the children out to their classrooms.
Hold you in our love as you go, as you go. May your heart be at peace as you go. To nurture the spark of your precious life. We hold you in our love as you go.
Improbably, The wind-blown seed found its way here to a long, beautiful stretch of land, but one that was hot and dry and arid, a spark of light resting in an unprepared desert, quenching life-giving sustenance. The rain comes and goes, even if infrequently, sometimes only a few drops at a time, and the seed begins to take root, possibly brought alive. But what is this? Amidst the hardness, pocket mice, rattlesnakes, camel spiders, danger, and inhospitability lurking everywhere. One chance encounter gone wrong could bring death to the seedling. And yet, somehow, the intrinsic invitation to thrive, to flourish, to grow, it finds a way, even when it is a struggle, poking up gently from the cracked, parched desert earth, a beautiful pink five-petaled fascia bloom spectacularly, improbably appears. And you know what? We are those windblown seeds. The universe is longing for life, for thriving, for beauty, even when it is against the odds. So I invite you at this time to put your feet on the floor if you can and settle into just a moment of relaxation, meditation, or prayer, and take a couple breaths with me. And I'd like you to consider just for a moment, what kind of seed could be taking root in you? Improbably, spectacularly. We are people whose faith calls us to bring love into all our actions. And I believe that that helps us foster the seeds that we have within us. And I just want you to take a moment to let the world talk to you. Thank you for taking that little pause with me. I'd like you to do one more thing. If you can open your eyes when you're ready. I'd like you to put one arm down to your side this way, and then your other arm down this way. And then I would like you to hug yourself. Just in case nobody else hugs you today, you can do this anytime. You can dance in your chair, and then you can hug yourself. Whew. You can let go of yourself if you want to, but thank you. Thank you for hugging yourself for me. Please join the choir in singing When Your Heart is in a Holy Place.
When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, when we trust the wisdom in each of us, every color, every creed and kind, and we see our faces in each other's eyes.
So this is a bit of a love letter to you all that I think I've been writing for 2 years. But I'm going to try to keep it down. And I'm going to start with remembering what I believe was probably my very first call to ministry. And I feel like I have to add that at the time, I was not regularly attending a church. I was driving on the 405 freeway, northbound, and there was a lot of traffic, like always. So I was listening to a podcast called This American Life, which is, it's been around for a very long time. It's a weekly public radio program. It was a radio program before podcasts even existed, but now it's a podcast. And each week they choose a theme and put together different kinds of stories on that theme. And I don't remember what the theme of that podcast was, but it featured this woman who had left her regular kind of job and become a hospice chaplain. And it was so moving that I literally asked myself in my head while I was driving in traffic on the 405 freeway on my way to the San Fernando Valley, what kind of person gets called to do that kind of work? Like who is capable of doing that? And then in my own voice, in my own head, I heard this very casual, you could do that work if you wanted to. And I was kind of stunned by that, and I didn't act on it immediately. I didn't run into a hospital, but I did start thinking about it. One thing led to another. A theater event led me to church, and then everything has gone from there. So I encourage you, if you have one of those thoughts that pops up in your head, one thing they say is if something makes you cry, that is your life's work, if something moves you to tears. So if something really moves you, you may ask yourself, what is that about? And yourself might give you an answer. Maybe it was spirit, or maybe it was just everything inside me from my lived experience to that moment told me that I was ready to start looking at that. So that nudge was about 12 years ago, and it put something into the motion that led me to this pulpit. And here I am delivering my last sermon as your intern minister. And I hope I get to come back someday as a full-fledged minister. We'll see what happens there, but thank you. I wanted to say, too, that I believe the idea of this sanctuary here is also about 12 years old. So I've been watching that kind of grow, and it's been a little metaphor for me. So I will say there was a point in my pathway to education where I had to make a decision if I wanted to do an internship at a hospital instead of a congregation. At school, they basically put you in with community people who are going to help you figure out your path. And so I had said, I'm thinking about chaplaincy. So he dutifully found places that I might call to see if they would take a ministerial intern into their setting. But then that voice said to me something again. It said, you really ought to give yourself a chance to fall in love with congregational ministry. And then someone I know who is a minister locally also said, you should give yourself a chance to fall in love with congregational ministry. I know, I cannot make these things up. I mean, I could, but I don't need to because here we are. So I decided I would do that, and so I started looking for a place to do my internship. You can't do it at your home church. And I thank Reverend Sean and both of the boards of directors that I have had the pleasure of working with. Thank you for supporting me and inviting me into this space. It has been a joy. in our Time for All Ages story, there is a question asking, what if you had talents that you never discovered yet, that you haven't discovered? Thank you for allowing me to discover some of those talents over the past couple of years. And thank you for helping me apply those skills and all the lessons one must learn to become a minister. I showed one of you earlier Sean taught me in minister school how to light every single candle and every single lighting device. Wow. She said that was essential. So thanks, Sean. What I'm offering today, like I said, is a love letter, and I'm wondering if you've ever written one in your life. I suppose I've written a few, but never for such a large and diverse group of people. If this is your first time here, I invite you to stick around, because this is a thank you note, a love note, but love is the center of our shared faith, and love has been the center of my internship experience, and I felt it from the very first day and the second and every day after that. So my heart is so full of gratitude for your presence on my ministerial journey. It's been such a joy to be here, and I will tell you a few things about yourself. I find that you are warm, you are kind, you are nurturing, you are patient, you are capable, you are tenacious, courageous, generous, and so easy to love. And that is a short list. I could keep going, but this service is slated to end around 11:30, so I will move on. Reverend Sean has been incredibly gracious with her time and her guidance and has supported me while I was trying a lot of new things. And I will tell you, people, almost everything was new. Instead of telling me exactly what to do, she was very gentle with her feedback and allowed me to find my way, just pushing tools and suggestions and sources, and gave me the freedom to try all of those things, and graciously asked and answered some very strange questions, because that comes up. But thank you so much for that, Reverend Sean. I am endlessly thankful for your guidance. And Sarah, is Sarah here? Okay, well, I'm just going to talk about her behind her back then and say that there were days when I was lost without that woman. All of us, I know. I hope she goes back and watches this and sees that love, because honestly, I don't even have the words. So my internship committee also encouraged me to try the new things, but mostly what I learned from them was to speak less from my head and more from my heart, encouraging me to go deeper while celebrating my successes. So I was very involved at my home church, and I served in all kinds of volunteer positions, but I had never been a worship associate, and it showed. You light the candle when? You stand, you sit. Oh, shoot, I'm at the wrong part of the script. All of these things, but I have to thank the worship associate team that I worked with, because I watched all of you, and everyone is very excellent at their job, and everybody has their own style, which gave me the freedom to find my own style. So thank you. And sometimes I have to say, love means giving grace in moments of awkwardness. I have had plenty of them. Thank you so much to all of you for showing me the way, and grace abounds in this congregation, and I appreciate that. You have such compassionate, loving people on your pastoral care team. Thank you for teaching me what pastoral care looks like in congregational life. I will take this model of pastoral care with me to any congregation that I serve, because there are so many people with warm, loving hearts here to serve you. And I believe that it is one of the most amazing pieces of ministry, is being able to minister to each other. one of the things I also really love about this congregation is how you come together to support each other. I see how you support the children and the parents in this congregation, how you put trust in the amazing board of directors, and how you put on a potluck. Oh my gosh, you model the UU value of generosity in spades. I was shocked at the last Thanksgiving dinner. I didn't get to go, but when I found out that there was something like 30 people signed up to do it, I brought a pie anyway because everybody likes pie. But I am so impressed with how you come together, and I see this in all parts of the congregation. The tech team, I salute you for calmly solving every problem without panicking, for your time and attention to making every sermon appear flawless, every service appear flawless, even when things get weird. Yeah, they do it every week, I'm telling you, it's amazing. And choir, it is so easy to sing your praises. See what I did there? Thank you for making every service truly special. Another gift from Sean is she has shown me how to really pair music with a theme and make this whole worship process a journey. And that is a gift that I will take from this congregation into every single place I ever preach ever again. It's a little journey. It's a mini journey in my giant journey of this whole big journey. So thank you. And I also, I don't think you know this because you're rehearsing, but when I come early, and I have come early every week to this congregation because what I like to do is center myself while you are rehearsing, because it's so nice to be able to hear you sing. I can totally hear you in my office. Speaking of my office, it's lovely. My internship committee set that up for me, and I've been asked many times, do you use your office? Oh yeah, I do. Thank you for that. So I also wanted to say, just you are in great hands with Steve and Susan, and I'm excited for what that's going to look like for you in the future. In our Time for All Ages, there is also a question asking, what if you had talents you haven't even discovered yet? And I found that I have some that I didn't even know I needed to have. So I sincerely appreciate your part in learning and teaching me the many skills and lessons one must lead and learn to become a minister. And thanks to you all, I am well on my way. And you're about to move into this new sanctuary space. And it's going to be different in there. And it may be challenging sometimes. All new things are. They are all challenging. But it's also going to be incredibly joyful. I want to challenge you to keep a few things in mind as you move into this exciting time at OCUUC. So this is not just a love letter and a thank you note. It is also a sermon, so put your sermon ears now on. First, remember, I want to leave you with this. Self-care is not selfish. Can you say that with me? Self-care is not selfish. Self-care is not selfish, my friends. It is necessary. These days challenge us all in different ways. There's so much uncertainty, and it's much easier to face that when you take breaks. When you lean into spiritual practices, whether it's meditation or prayer or something that you may not even think is a spiritual practice, like taking a walk or creating art or knitting or listening to music you love or noticing nature, cooking, all of these things, even taking a nap, especially taking a nap. A nap is resistance, and when you are tired and think you can't push yourself anymore and you think you want to take a nap, I will tell you that is holy business, my friend. You take that nap. You are more than what you produce. You are a part of the larger ecosystem of this entire planet. You are a gift, so I challenge you to be kind to yourself. You are enough just as you are right in this moment. I also challenge you to make an effort to connect with each other. I know that you do that, but whether online or in person, we ultimately are very relational creatures, and our life is so much richer with the company of others. And I challenge you today and all of the days to talk to somebody that you don't know. Introduce yourself. Make that happen. Or even if somebody you haven't talked to in a while is here, I would say recover that time and make a new friend. Find a new idea that you would have not discovered without being in community. And I will say that one of my very favorite parts of being here, one of my favorite moments in the pulpit, in fact, was seeing the people who were in my Building Your Own Theology class sitting all together in a row because they had not necessarily met each other in person. And there are people online who got to meet some people that are here in the congregation that they don't get to see in the Zoom room. So if there is an opportunity, I challenge you to be curious about new people when they arrive, and there will be a lot of new people arriving to look at this beautiful building. So I think that they might be curious about you too. The children who attend our I know I really loved getting to know the young folks at this church. If you're curious about them, I encourage you to talk to Danielle, our DRE, and see if becoming involved with youth programming is something for you. You might have a skill you don't even know about. And also, if you have a skill that you think kids might like to learn, if you're really good at potting plants or washing dogs, I don't know if I would suggest that here actually, but any of those things, they're always looking for elders to teach them and show them new things. So just keep that in mind. So you might have those skills. So let's see. So we have take care of yourself, take care of each other, and what is left? Well, as Unitarian Universalists, we are committed to justice, equity, transformation, pluralism, generosity, and all of these things are supported by the commitment of placing love at the center of how we engage this world. And I know that it's relatively easy to fall into the mindset that this world can be hard to love sometimes, that it can be a bit of a challenge to overcome, but as part of who we are as people who have embraced love as a way of being, I kind of want to share this thing that I started doing maybe a year ago when things started getting a little rough. So before I go out and engage the world, I take a pause, what the Buddhists refer to as a sacred pause. And I remind myself to really see the people that I encounter, really see them for the inherent worth and dignity that they have, because we are all connected, and we may never know the effect of our kindnesses in the world. I believe it makes a difference. I know that it does. Deep in my bones, I believe it, and I challenge you to go out and love this broken world. Mend a fence. Remember that our planet is small. It is surrounded by a vast cosmos that surrounds us. And the whole thing, we have to imagine, has a much better chance of thriving when there is at least some people walking around the world centering love and not other things. You don't have to be perfect. I'm not even sure that perfection is a thing that even exists. You only need to be yourself. That's enough. That is plenty. There's endless potential in all of you. And I thank you for the many, many kindnesses that you've brought to me over the last 2 years. Many blessings to you all.
Please rise in body or spirit.
Touch the earth, reach the sky, walk on shores while spirits fly, over the ocean, over the land, our faith a quest to understand. Touch the earth, reach the sky, children ask the reason why. In our lives the answers show, and by our love they learn and grow. Touch the earth, reach the sky, all are born and all shall die. Life's the time left in between, to follow a star, to build a dream. Touch the earth, reach the sky, hug the laughter, feel the cry. May we see where we can give, for this is what it means to live. Touch the earth, reach the sky, soar with courage ever high. Spirits joining as we fly, to touch the earth, to reach the sky.
Unitarian Universalist congregations are fully self-supporting, meaning that members and friends raise all of the operating budget, all of the funds for the operating budget, ministries, and programs of this church. We are ever grateful for your gifts of time, treasure, and talent. OCUUC amplifies that spirit of generosity by sharing half the plate that we receive with an organization that shares our values. This month, we are partnering with Share Ourselves, and I have news about Share Ourselves. Their new 11,500 square foot location right on our corner out here opened in May, grand opening, and let me tell you a little bit about it. It's especially for those who are uninsured, underinsured, navigating a difficult like circumstances. They have 12 medical examine rooms, 6 dental chairs, 2 optometry stations, a behavioral health office, and an on-site pharmacy. And that clinic is designed to provide whole person care. So thank you for your generosity in supporting this amazing mission. There are multiple ways in which you can support this church and this organization. You can mail a check. You can go through our website. You can use an app called Vanco Mobile. If you're a roomer, you can simply use that basket as it's passed. All the information, the choice is yours. All the information is on our website should you need it. As always, thank you for your generosity.
Look at all the work we've done, everybody showing up. Look at how far we've come, everybody building the path of love. Now we gotta keep walking it.
Gotta keep walking it.
So somebody got an idea, then they go tucking it. We show up to make it real, and then we go building the path of love. And now we gotta keep walking it.
Gotta keep walking it.
Who knows where to go? Just keep on the winding path. Which road do you suppose is the path of love? Just keep on walking, riding, loving and fighting. Keep on working, praying, living and dying. The heart of the thing I'm trying to say is the beating pulse of every day. It's the song I sing and the prayer I pray. It'll lead my path all along the way. It's amazing gratitude. Somebody might fall down and we gotta pick them up, because we're holding the lost and found. Everybody building the path of love. Now we gotta keep walking it.
Gotta keep walking it.
The road just might get long, but we keep walking on, because the hold of the hand is strong. Everybody building the path of love. And now we gotta keep walking it.
Gotta keep walking it.
Who knows where to go? Just keep on the winding path. Which road do you suppose is the path of love? Just keep on walking, riding, loving and fighting. Keep on working, praying, living and dying. The heart of the thing I'm trying to say is the beating pulse of every day. It's the song I sing and the prayer I pray. It'll lead my path all along the way. It's amazing gratitude. Look at all the work we've done, everybody's showing up. Look at how far we've come, everybody's building the path of love. And now we gotta keep walking it.
Gotta keep walking it.
And now we gotta keep walking it.
Gotta keep walking it.
And now we gotta keep walking it.
Please join in singing We Gather Together, a song that puts our intentions into words and expresses our gratitude for the many gifts we share.
I just wanted to say that, see, some good things actually did come out of COVID.
That was a real treat. That was a real treat. I got to see all the littles when they were so littles. Oh my goodness. Oof. Adorable. Now is the time when we honor the important events in our lives. You're invited, one and all, whether you're a member, a friend, or a visitor, to participate in our weekly ritual of joys and sorrows. So let's pause for just a moment and take a breath together. Perhaps you are coming here today holding something close to your heart, moments from the last days or hours that have struck you at your core. If you would like to honor such a profound joy or sorrow, you are invited to do so. If you're a roomer, you're invited to come forward and light your candle. If you would like to share your joy or sorrow, you can write it on a slip of paper provided and hand it to me. The ushers are around. They can collect that too. And Zoomers, hi, Zoomers. You are invited to write a joy or sorrow in the chat. Once the roomers are done lighting candles, I will read the joys and sorrows shared out loud. And Lori will will light a candle for the Zoomers. And as the music is played, I invite you to silently offer healing or celebration as you feel called and according to your own beliefs. Roomers, you're free to come forward and light candles. Thank you, everyone. So from the Zoom chat, please light a candle. This is from Sean. Please light a candle of healing and love for Lee Marie, who is home after a rough day yesterday at the emergency room. So keep her in your thoughts. Peggy says, HB residents, in-person voting has started. Send in your ballot and vote by June 10th about our libraries. How many of y'all are in Huntington Beach? Thank you for voting. Beautiful. Valerie A candle of concern and hope. Her dad has been diagnosed with cancer and the prognosis is good. Just hoping treatment and side effects are manageable for him. And Sarah J says, healing thoughts for her grandson Gabriel, who had a run-in with a tree yesterday while riding a scooter. He cannot say, you should see the other guy. He definitely looks worse than the tree. Kristen M. has a joy and a sorrow. She says, thank you, Sandy, for the beautiful flowers. They are in memory of my sweet niece, Caitlin McCarthy, whose birthday is tomorrow. She would have been 22. She was a joy in our life, but the sorrow can be unrelenting sometimes. And from Judith, a candle of relief. After getting a diagnosis of breast cancer and enduring a few weeks of medical tests and consultations, I have a plan, she says. This is the best outcome for a not so great experience. Okay. And from Dave C., he has a joy. Being able to attend a graduation for a young woman I mentored. She got her master's from MIT on Tuesday and a job offer from Amazon on Wednesday. From Dawn and Sandy, they have a joy. Our grandson Django finished middle school and he'll be going to early college, high school this fall. What? Sophie and Zoe. Sophie and Zoe? Zoe. Sophie and Zoe, sorry about that. She is lighting a candle of joy for moving into her new apartment. She says she cannot wait till it feels like home. From Francie C., a joy. Her granddaughter, Sierra, celebrating her 28th birthday today. She lives in New York and works as a fashion editor, and so happy and proud of her. Such a sweetheart, and she's my grand. From all our friends and Jamie and Jazzy, welcome back, JBP. A big thank you to Sharon Ball, Lori Kluge, Elizabeth, and Jock for transportation and rides. It is good to have you back. And Jolynn has a candle of hope. Our electricals have been wonky. Help us hope that it's no big deal. Also, the waterfall is being rebuilt tomorrow, so hopefully it doesn't leak. Hope, hope, hope. And Elizabeth K., a joy. You've come a long way, girl. I think she's talking about me. It has been a privilege watching you, Wendy, grow from a ministerial fledgling to spreading her wings, ready to fly in her own. Are you trying to make me cry? Oh my gosh. Woohoo! It's finally summer break. Wishing all educators a restful and rejuvenating summer. And I have one more from Michelle R. Hi, Michelle R. A candle of gratitude for Wendy. I've learned so much from you. Thank you, and good luck in your next step in ministry. Thank you, Michelle. Let us hold in love all of these joys and celebrations, all the hurts and sadness, both spoken and silent. Let our joys remind us to be thankful, and our sorrows remind us to connect. And let these moments all remind us that you are not alone. None of us are. Please join Lori in the spirit of prayer or meditation.
Spirit of life, spirit of love, spirit of hope, spirit of justice, God known by many different names, you have given us a day unique from any other. You have connected us, all of us, with each other and with the world in ways that are largely a mystery to us. You have given us little instruction other than to be present in our own lives, to feel wonder at the creations of the universe, and to love one another. You have put gifts and challenges in our paths, joys and sorrows, strengths and frailties, some of which we have already encountered, and others have yet to discover on this unique day, and others we have yet to discover, period. On this unique day, may we receive exactly what it is that we need. Amen.
I think you ought to do this. Oh. I think it's appropriate. Come over here.
Thank you. I did light it.
Mm-hmm. Let us join together as we extinguish the flame of our chalice and say together, we extinguish our chalice, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. Sorry. Okay. Thank you for joining us this morning. If you're a guest, a visitor, or someone who has not yet been known to us, I invite you to become a part of this beloved community. If you'd like to know more about our church, we invite you to either stop by the welcome table in the courtyard or contact us at hello@ocuc.org, and we will help you get connected. Zoomers are welcome to stay after and chat with one another online. We want everyone to feel a part of this beloved community. So please reach out and we will help you get connected.
Okay, so announcements. I wanted to let you all know that the Atheists, Humanists, and Agnostics group is meeting today in the Victoria Room, and hold on, I have a message about their programming. The topic today is the purpose in life and connecting to others within our community. If you feel like continuing the conversation of this sermon, I invite you to go and be part of that group. If you're atheist, humanist, agnostic, I think sometimes I've been all three of those things in one day and throughout my life. So they're lovely people in there, and please feel welcome in joining them if that is your theology or you're just curious about it. But the biggest thing, folks, next week is our congregational meeting. It is the annual congregational meeting, and everyone is welcome. If you are a member here, then you can be present to vote on all of the things that are going to be in progress next year, and we need your voice. And also, it's a big fun thing to be in community with everybody at the congregational meeting, and I will see you there. So I'm looking forward to seeing you all there, and yeah, I think these things are all ready to go. So, oh, we're already there. So, just a few reminders. I have so much love for you all, and I want to remind you to please take good care of yourself. These are hard times, and I don't mean you have to get up and start jogging or something unless you want to, but just be gentle and kind to yourself, be gentle and kind to each other, and love the heck out of this world. Go in peace.
Please join in singing Go Lift It Up to Wendy.
Oh, this service is over. May your service continue out in the world. It's been nothing but a gift and a pleasure to be with you all. I made it all the way through this sermon until you started to sing to me. Thank you so much.